Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button if you're watching this pre-recorded. Really appreciate it. Everybody. Shout out to shout out to Brandon. What's happening? Did your channel get monetized? Make sure I hit that thumbs up button when you come in. It's 8 people, 1 like. Pretty sure that 1 like only me. Hit that thumbs up button. 10 people, 1 like. Let's talk about these controversial theories tonight. I know y'all got some, so this should be a controversy. What the fuck word was I trying to use? An interesting conversation or not. Wouldn't say it's a controversial conversation. Because we only talk about theories. And one that's been heavy recently was, what if space is the ocean? That was well, it's not too controversial, but it is a theory that like seems pretty interesting to me. Like it had a lot of good points. Not to say that I believe that space is the ocean or anything, but like that's been just popping up a lot on social media. Like there's one post I can't remember who shared it. Who I seen it on Facebook, but that was just one of them that just made me think of, dang, what should I talk about tonight? So, how do y'all feel about space being considered the ocean, or the ocean and space are the same? They said the same fucking entity. Shout out to Anthony Ortiz coming through. They said the same entities and shit that's supposed to be in space is underwater. The extraterrestrials, the aliens, shit. If you go down deep enough, you'll find some shit you ain't never seen. So, I mean, I feel like that has some type of truth to it. Like any like video you seen, like astronauts coming. Shout out to Mom Nasty coming through. Any video y'all ever seen, like astronauts coming back down from space? They always land in water. It's probably because they never left the water. But and yeah, it's this fucking monster that I see in movies a lot. It's like an octopus type monster. It's either in space or in water. Like so, I, I feel like shit. If 80% of the fucking ocean has been like hidden, shit, ain't that the same as motherfucking space? Well, shit, it's more space been hidden, I guess. They never let, yeah, like they probably never left water. Like shit, they just went under. Shit. Telling you, you can see some crazy shit when you dive deep. Like, but shit, I don't know. I've always been more scared of deep water than I have been in space. Like, I've always been the type to want to go be an astronaut and go to space instead of like just staying on planet Earth and going to the depths of the Earth. Like, so, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, that's just one theory that's been popping up a lot. Another one hasn't been popping up a lot, but it's just one of my theories. Like, if you Christian, probably hurt your feelings because you may not want to hear no shit like this. But for me and like black people who are religious, like, what if God is the devil? Like, hear me out right quick. What if everything, like, you see how media and everything told us to believe in certain things and it turned out to be false? We shouldn't be paying attention to that. So, what if that goes along with religion as well? What if mankind has been worshiping low key the devil, who's basically in charge of Earth, right? Earth is the most fucked up place you can be. Like, there is no good that comes out of here, nothing. Like, so for an entity to create Earth, obviously, like, what if he like the low key the devil? Like, what if we supposed to be trapped? That's why that reincarnation is a trap. Like, so I don't know. What y'all think on that? Like, cause you know how they say in history, the person who wins gets to tell the story. Like, what if low key, like somewhere down the line, the God of the Hebrew Israelites destroyed some motherfuckers and like, yeah, hey, now I'm telling the story. I'm gonna tell what I want to say, and I'm gonna make people believe what I want to believe in. It's just like the media, it's propaganda. Like, so how do you know truly what you believe in is true? I mean, it could be vice versa too. Like, yeah. So, but at the same time, the Bible says who's the devil is. So we can't say vice versa. But we're probably talking about something different. But not to like shit on knock nobody's beliefs or nothing. But I'm just saying like, what if shit is like not what it is? Shit, you think they've been in space before? God, I mean, God shouldn't punish you. You already get punished enough being down this motherfucker. Like so, for you to go to hell after you suffered your whole life because you wasn't saved when you died, like that's just extra punishment. Like that's extra. Like so, yeah. What if the person who's in charge of this place? I mean, God in the Bible did say God cast down Lucifer to earth, but still, what if it's opposite? What if they actually overthrew God? What if Lucifer was the top man? God came through, overthrew him, told the story his way. I believe it's the same. Like, I don't believe in like a physical God, devil, anything. I know that's all with that, like, of course, but it's just as far as like theories, right? Like, what if like that's just the case? Well, yeah, we all got that God or devil in us. Like, it's not or, but either or, but you got both of them in you. Like, so, no matter how positive of an individual I am, don't don't go. I still got a dark side, man. Like, I just choose to be positive. I choose to be in the light. So, I mean, we all got it in us. My dog over here tearing up this toy. What you got? Fucking up shit. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. And if you haven't, go check out my last vlog. I did drop a vlog yesterday. I think I'm gonna be adding those to the channel just to bring more. What is it? More different content. So I know y'all would rather see a different side of me instead of just sitting in a chair talking to the camera. Like so. I mean, I don't go out that much, but I go out enough to shit. I can record some shit. Exactly. Like, why did Jesus have to suffer? Knowing God knowingly made these men, and they was always fucked up from the very jump. Shout out to the sativa mind coming through. Like, we on some controversial theories. But what? Yeah. Why would you send your only begotten son to a earth this fucked up to show them the way, and they still not follow? It's like you wasted your. If we playing chess, you wasted your queen or your king, because that's your biggest move, right? Like, so why would you sacrifice that and it's still fucking you lost the game basically? Because it's still more negative on this planet. There's still more bad shit going on this planet. Like, so what did Jesus really come down here to do? Did he really save people? Because they still fucked up. If we still born into sin, like, then what did Jesus save us from? Because if I still got to deal with pain, hate, envy, jealousy, motherfuckers want to like stop you, like, yeah, what really did he do? Yeah, let me know your opinion. Yeah, the Son became the Holy Spirit. Also, another thing, you can say what you got to say, Anthony, but why? Definitely hop in the convo. Bring me something to drink in there. But damn, what the fuck? I'm coughing like I ain't never smoked. But I forgot what I was about to say. Thank you. Oh yeah, I remember. Why in the Bible do women like there isn't a major woman like introduced. Of course, was Anthony said the Son became the Holy Spirit. So why you got the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit? Where did the woman come in at? Like, man, how you gonna have the Son? Like, who creates the Son? Like, where did the Son come from? And that was another thing I always like when I was in church and a Christian growing up because my parents made me. I used to always think like, shit, who created God? Like, and you gotta think in the Bible that it says there are multiple gods and multiple devils. So who created these gods? It gotta be something above that we don't know about. Like low key. To understand your conscious, we're going to do things that will harm us. Like, as long as you don't like do something you regret, that's all that matters. But if there are multiple gods though out there, then that means something created those gods. What are those called? I feel like it's called the source. Like everything comes from the source. All of us, whether it's gods, Jesuses, or angels, demons, deities, is all the same. It all come from one spot. We all just having our own experience on different type of levels. Like so, some people evolve to the God level. Some people devolve, I guess, to the devil level. Like, but I mean, that's just a fucking random ass theory and thought. But back to the fucking space though. Like, do I believe they went to space? And like you said, with Hollywood and shit. I mean, I know there's something out there. I know there's something up there at least. So for us to evolve to the point where we are now, I do believe they went up there. They tried to get up there to know what they seen and like what they experienced. Cause I know they be having. I seen a picture of where they had a doorway on Mars. I don't know if that shit is fucking Hollywood scripted or not. I don't know if that's true. Like I don't know. Like so, it's kind of hard to believe what the world is saying is true when they've been lying the whole time. That's why I said, what if the devil is really God? Like, what if God is really the devil? Like, because what we've been told to believe in has been wrong. They've been leading you in the wrong direction. So when they say, a lot of people, when I started tapping into my spirituality and going back to my ancestral roots of Africa, like I started learning about voodoo and hoodoo and all these other different African gods, Egyptian gods, and I realized those were the devils that people consider that devilish, right? But how is it devilish if it was this culture's fucking beliefs? Like literally, the these Europeans came to Africa, gave them the Bible, gave them beliefs, and took the land. Like simple as that. Like so, I'm not gonna believe in it and say that shit is true. Yeah, the chance, but no gods. No here to basically battle temptation. It's like literally Jesus had to like the most fuck. Why was Lucifer blessed? Like literally, if you think about it with that statement, Anthony, thank you for saying that. Why was Lucifer blessed with earth? And you gave your son nothing. You gave him pain. Like that don't fucking make no sense. Like, why would you send your son down here to say, oh, show mankind you can actually fight against temptation. You don't have to fall into your lust. Is that what you're trying to show? Like, man, like, even if you do the right thing your whole life, you'll still get murdered. Like, that ain't something I want to believe in. Like, that ain't something I can take with me and be like, oh, yeah, I want to be just like Jesus. Fuck no. Like, I mean, of course, who he was and, like, just what he did, but how he ended it, why would I want that for me? Why would I want to be sacrificed for the world when these motherfuckers is still gonna do what they gonna do? Like, so, low-key, like I said, though, what if Lucifer was the real God? Motherfuckers just overthrew his ass, put him down here. Because, I mean, like, it's all a story at the end of the day. It's a fairy tale story. Because we don't know if this shit is true. Like, none of it. Like, the only thing you can truly know is true is what you've experienced in your life. Like, so if you haven't experienced nothing, then obviously that statement is not true for you. But if a person like me, I've experienced a lot of things in my life to know like what to believe in and what not to believe in. Exactly, like man, Jesus people was not fucking with him. Jesus was fucking with the hood people, the thieves, the prostitutes. That's what Jesus people was low key. And that's who he surrounded himself by. Then again, I wonder why did he do that? As you can see, one of them betrayed him in the end. Like, so why didn't Jesus surround himself with positive and pure thinking people? Hmm? I don't know. That story, like I said, the whole book is fucking, like I said, just a story. Like, I don't take it literal. I don't say, hey, this happened for real. Because I don't know. Like, literally, I don't know that. You know what I do know is real? Fucking Egypt and those pyramids that's been there for like 25,000 years and still it's lined up to the stars. Like that's what's real. Those hieroglyphics is real. Like those statues is real. Like that's what I know to be real, not a story or a book that was given to me or given to my ancestors who were slaves. Like I said, I'm not trying to knock nobody's religion, but fuck that. Anyway, I'm just be me. I'm speaking on like shit, the thoughts that I got. Like so, what the people who don't like what I got to say, they will leave, or they supposed to leave. Like, and the people who do fuck with it, then hey, that's gonna be my crew. Like that's my team. Like shit. But if you feel offended by the words that I'm speaking tonight because you're religious and like you was raised that way, like this shit is not to offend you. Like, but at the same time, if you don't question what you read, if you don't question what you believe ever so often, every couple of years, then you fucking lost already. Like, how could I? Come on, think about it this way. When you were a child, you believed in fucking Santa Claus and you believed in all that other shit as well. Then you start growing up and you start changing your beliefs, realizing some things weren't real, some things weren't real. But if you stop checking your beliefs and seeing do they still resonate where you are today, like then you basically just I don't know what to say what you're doing because I ain't doing it. Like so, whatever that term is, like that's to be determined, low key. But but I ain't Jesus. I didn't come here to be. I mean, of course you want to be like Jesus, right? A positive person, instantly manifested shit, not fucking fall into temptation. Like I get, but who says temptation is bad, low key? Like what if, like I said, what if all the shit that we was said was wrong was right? Like who says lusting is bad? Who says these? Who makes these rules? Like we all you come down on this earth, there are no fucking rules until you start seeing these laws that's written. We don't know who fucking wrote these laws. Like half the time the motherfuckers who wrote it and put shit in order were fucked up individuals. People we shouldn't be taking information from in the first place. But somehow they got the power. Like so fuck all that shit. It's like opposite day for me. Anything that's opposite of what I've been told, like that's what I believe in. Like so, if I start, you would never catch me saying all hell Satan or anything, but still, all the rules are arbitrary. All them rules is just arbitrary. But the universal laws, there's other books that keep you grounded and they don't have fucked up stories. Like the Bible got a lot of fucked up stories in that shit. I mean, it got some positive stuff in it, of course, things that help you. But overall, what I got from it, like, it was like me growing older and realizing shit was just like it was made up. Like it was a belief that was given to me. Like so, you just gotta start, like I said, reanalyzing your beliefs every so often. Like seeing if you still resonate with, damn, am I still a Christian? Because the way I act and the way I am, that shit don't add up. Shout out to you, house coming through. But about to die. Oh, oh shit, I almost put some ashes in my pot. I mean, I shouldn't be drinking this shit. But if y'all haven't checked out my other videos, hey, I dropped a vlog, I did a reaction video. Make sure y'all go check those out. Also, make sure you hit the like button. It's 11 people in here, 6 likes. Either you hating or you fuck with what I got to say. But I encourage people to like have your own beliefs. Like actually believe in what the fuck you want to believe in. Yeah, it's a lot of great stories for sure. Like 100% sure, true. Like there's a lot of great stories, shit. Cause there's some of the characters in the Bible that I resonate with. Like so that's what kind of made me believe in it more as a child because stories were reminding me of myself. Like David and Goliath and shit. Like I ain't never slayed no dragon, but I could just resonate with the story. Like so, it's a good book, but it's supposed to be treated as just another book, just as another book. And like you know how many books there are out there that has so much information that you can learn from. It's books out there that would make you a fucking millionaire, billionaire if you really fucking put the work in. Like it's books out there that can teach you everything you need to do. No, like so, but we don't put those books on a high pedestal. Like why not? Like so, and like I said, for me, like I'm doing everything opposite for the simple fact the world says money is bad. Like that's another thing. Like, how the fuck is money the root of all evil? Yet y'all all working for it. We all trying to get it on some form of fashion. Like, how? And I, I don't get it. And then, but they when they say, man, if you see all the rich billionaires, they're evil individuals and evil people. Like, you ever been in poverty? You ever been to the hood? I could show you an evil motherfucker. Like, literally, I could show you a evil motherfucker who ain't got no money. Like, come on. I always wanted to, yeah, Enoch was another character who I resonated with growing up. Like, cause I always wanted to go I didn't even want to die. I just wanted to just transition and like go. Like, but I don't know. I just be having these thoughts. Just be having these thoughts. I'm trying to just take my YouTube to the next level though. So I'm about to stop sugarcoating shit. Which profit for the government made it like this. Yeah. But I tell you what though, I done lived in some great neighborhoods. Guess what? And they still be fucking stealing and shit. They'll be murdering and all that other fuck shit. But if you, I got a ring right for my doorbell. So if you got the app, you could. It's like a community on the app, and it just be people who got the ring, and they be just showing people who be stealing and shit, like just doing extra shit. Like in the nicest neighborhoods, motherfuckers is doing crime. Like so that shit is everywhere. Like so, and everywhere is a profit for somebody else. And like no matter what, whether it's the hood, the suburbs, everywhere people make money. It's like so. I mean, like I said, when people say rich people are evil, I'm like, motherfucker, okay. Broke people is just as evil as too. Like just as bad as too. Like motherfuckers just with money can make more shit happen. Like so. We gotta stop fucking saying like money is the root of all evil. Like, for real. And go get you some more money. Like, cause you already working for it. Like, I hate, now that I think about it, I be telling people to try to go get money at like, but y'all already working for it. Like, but y'all still have the beliefs. Money is the root of all evil. Money don't grow on trees. Like, what else? What's some other like bad money affirmations people tell themselves? I'm broke. Like, or I can never have it. I wasn't born into a rich family, so it can never be possible. Like, what the fuck kind of shit is it that you tell yourself that? Like, come on, that's the most negative thing about money you can tell yourself. Since you wasn't born into a rich family, you can't be rich. What? And here's the thing. Religious people saying money is the evil, and even spiritual people is saying money is evil. That's the fucked up part about it. When I woke up, I start hearing that shit more. Like, hey, you don't need no money. What? Like, but then again, like, I never was the type to listen to what another motherfucker had to say anyway. But I'm like, man, y'all both brainwashed. Like, that's what I realized when I woke up the first time. I had some more waking up to do. Like, there's levels to it. Like, so there's levels to consciousness. So I ain't reached the peak, but I keep evolving. I keep striving to evolve. Like, so, yeah, but I don't know. What else? Some controversial theories. But yeah, why is it in order for like a Christian to make it into heaven, they gotta live such a frugal life. They gotta basically be poor, like can't really enjoy life or nothing. Like, cause when I used to be a Christian, right, I used to feel like I couldn't do nothing I really wanted to do. It was like they will always say it's flesh, your flesh wants that. But I'm like, it's what I want. Like, so flesh or not, like why is it the things that I want to do is attached to negativity when I'm in church? So I had to leave that shit because those beliefs was not fitting me no more. It may have worked for me when I was a child, yeah, because I needed guidance. I needed to like the Bible stands for basic instructions before leaving Earth. Basic. So most people stay on a basic level of like spirituality because the Bible, Christianity, that is, it comes from spirituality, of course. So, but that's like the first level, and then you wake up and realize, oh, the Bible is just something that's basic. It helps me, yeah. It can get me to where I'm going, but that's not something I'm supposed to be fucking the only book I'm supposed to study for my whole life. Like, motherfuckers be in church, one church, 40 years. 40 years. Go every Sunday. Like, every time they got motherfucking events. Like, they go every time the church doors are open. And, like, they never evolved out of that. Like, you ain't learned the Bible. Like, you ain't learned what you need to learn. Why is you still listening to this same person? Like, y'all not growing. How's you evolving and y'all reading the same things over and over? Like, there is nothing new being taught in church. Like, so how could you stay in a spot, job, anything, environment, city? Like, how could you stay there for so many years and like just not want to do something different? Man, religion, that's true, Jeff, all year. That's 100% true. About we all gods. But we train way before our parents and their parents. I know I might be like on the, I ain't gonna boost my ego, but there are gods out here. Like I said, there's multiple gods. Like, not to say like the God of the Bible ain't real, because he could be real as fuck. But he tells you it himself in the book if you read it. Like, but once again, I don't take the Bible as something that's literal. Like, he says, I'm the Bible of Hebrew Israelites. That's the only people I'm the God of. I'm not a Hebrew Israelite. Like, my bloodline comes from motherfucking, like, I was a Pharaoh in my past life. Like, so I wasn't fucking with no goddamn Christianity. If anything, if we talking about past lives, Jesus, well, not Jesus, because I ain't got no issue. Well, I ain't got no issue with nobody's beliefs either. But for my beliefs, right? Anybody who know me know I'm into past lives. I know who I was in all my past lives. I was a Pharaoh in one of my past lives. So why would I be a Christian today when Moses, if you read the story, Moses went back to Egypt and God destroyed Egypt. Like, so why would I make that God my God when he did that to my people, like, low key? Like, so, I mean, that's just one thing, like, why I wouldn't ever, like, worship no God, low key. I ain't worshiping shit outside of me. The fuck, what the fuck I look like? I don't know if it's there. It ain't never spoke to me. I've never like all I got was a book that said this is the facts, this is what you believe in. If you believe anything else, you're going to hell. Like so that's some fear-based shit. Like all the Christian stories are stolen from other beliefs mostly. Of course, I 100% agree with you. Like, definitely agree with you. But they stole that from Kemet. Like, but I have no issue with them. Like, that's what I have no issue with the Bible because I know the stories are just retold for someone else's fucking profit, beliefs, whatever you want to fucking call it. Like, so it's all the fucking same. But at the same time, like, stop focusing on shit that's outside of you. Like, what the fuck? You don't know if that shit is fucking, like, is real or not. Like, God ain't never came down. Like, I ain't never seen. If this, if God, Jesus, if this shit is real, physical, why haven't he reincarnated again? Because I know for a fact reincarnation is real. So why haven't we seen Jesus again? Of course, his name wouldn't be Jesus, like so he could have came back as Martin Luther King, but Martin Luther King was fucking controlled. Like that was a government fucking agent. Or I ain't gonna call him a government agent, but he was controlled by the government. Like so, why would like? I know Jesus didn't come back as Martin Luther King, but why? Yeah, why we ain't seen no other person like Jesus? Who's walking on water and doing all these other fucking things like that was done. And why haven't I seen another person get swallowed by a fucking fish and survive for 3 days? Hmm? Like yeah, why haven't I seen that? Like because we know that life repeats itself. Why haven't I mean, they say prophecies come. Low key? What prophecies have come to pass? I know you can write something that can come to pass. Anybody can do that. Whether that's a Bible, I can do that. I can say something, and it will come in the future. So does that make me a prophet? Like, does that make me like? Should I have my own Bible since like I can say some shit and it's gonna come to pass? Like so. I mean, but if it helps you, it helps. Like I said, I can't knock your beliefs because of what you believe in. If it works, it works. But there's a point in time when that shit is not gonna work, and you gonna need to question yourself and say, "Do I still believe in what I was told to believe in when I was a kid?" All right. Or you could just like keep doing what you're doing, though. Okay, it's on you. Your life is all on you. But I'm gonna tell you one thing: you gonna repeat this motherfucker. Like, you definitely gonna repeat this motherfucker. I just be trying to post titles that gets people to click. Okay. I hate talking about religion type shit. I don't know. Shit is fucking. I don't know, but then again, maybe I should talk about it more because it seems to always just pop up. I probably need to low key. Y'all know who Charleston White is, right? Like, create a character and just like destroy religion piece by piece. Like, I know I would get a lot of fucking hate and a lot of fucking like, yeah, I know like it'll be. I ain't gonna say repercussions, but I know it's gonna get a lot of fucking bad publicity or bad pushback. But fuck it though. Like low key, fuck it. Why not? You people, you need. We need something different. Like we need something different. Fuckers thinking they beliefs is the only thing and shit. Hell no. Let me show you something. Like I know every time I speak, that shit, it get backed up. Like every time. So I can't be made. Look, can't nobody go back in any of my lives and say it. Kenneth was lying about anything he said. Like, yeah, you could try to debate it, but guess what? You can't debate me. I only debate my equals. All others I teach. And guess how many people you think is on a level like thinking like me? It's not that many people. Like so. And once again, I wouldn't even debate my equal because we already got to understand it. Like so. Yeah, that's probably some egotistical shit to say, but that's at the same time I know who I am. Like I know 95% of the world don't know who they are. They haven't woke up. They haven't even initially like asked themselves, why am I on this fucking planet? Like, why am I here? What's my purpose? They haven't even, most people never even asked themselves that question. And they just living lifelessly, like just following, I don't know, believing what society tells them to believe in. I'm the fucking opposite. Like, I'll probably fucking die and motherfuckers shit on me because I went against everything they believed in. If I gotta do that, then like fuck it. Oh well, like shit. I ain't trying to be friends with nobody. I don't need no fucking body. Like low key, like what the fuck? Whether it's a fucking 100 or 1,000 people that's disagreeing with what I got to say, I'ma still stand on my beliefs 10 toes. Like what the fuck? Like so, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I don't see. I gotta see how I'm gonna do this. How to think about creating another page, YouTube page. But my whole thing is I hate going and signing out or signing into a new account. I hate that process. Like for some reason, I hate doing that. So I could, and I hate posting back and forth. Like I would hate to have to post on two different. But then again, I already do it when you're on social media. Like I already do the shit. So I don't know. Just gotta fucking brainwash myself to like fucking create a whole another fucking channel, and it ain't gonna be no positive minds on it. It's gonna be like shit. Probably just be me. Like shit, 100% me. Like I mean, y'all got the 100% me too, but at the same time, I limit certain things that I say because of like the channel. Like so, it's positive minds only. Like so, it's a lot of shit I don't talk about off the strength of just like what this channel is based off of. But I created a channel saying religion is fake, call that motherfucker. I don't know. Or might as well just do it on this channel. Shit. This is my biggest platform. Fuck it. Why not? Like I said, we didn't come here to like follow a trend, like be like nobody else, do nothing what nobody else is doing. I came here to be different. Came here to fucking open your fucking mind to a different perspective on life. Like so, whether you already don't fucking believe in like religion or anything, like you still can like, I still can wake you up to a different perspective. Like, cause that's just what my job is on this planet. Like so, there's levels to like everything really. Like jobs, spirituality, consciousness. There's levels to it all. Age is a level. Like so, most people stuck on a certain level because they stopped wanting to learn. They stopped wanting to grow. Like so, and they just wanted to get a check, a small check. That's the crazy part about it. Yes, you're supposed to go get that money, but you're supposed to go get more money though. Even if Christianity is not, how is it bad? I didn't say it's bad. Like I previously said, like shit, you need fucking Christianity. When I was a child, I needed to know the basic instructions for this planet. Like so, don't kill, don't steal, like those certain things. But I'm a 32-year-old grown man. Like I've read the Bible already. Like so, I need to be reading something else. Like so, and I've done that. Like so, I went back to the origination. Like so, I went back to Kemet and learned what they were teaching to understand that it's the same thing that's in the Bible. So Christianity ain't bad or low key. Like it's just that's not it's not it. That's not it. Like so, it's not bad. And once again, it's a metaphor. So but thank you for asking that question, Activated. Yeah, I definitely grew up in church myself. Humble. Like I grew up in church myself, so I understand that. Like so, when I left church, I vowed like shit. Ain't no point in me going back there. I already learned what I need to learn, and now, like I spiritually evolved to a level where I You said you didn't understand evil very well. Well, I didn't understand evil very well either when I was in church. It was like I was shielded from the real world by just believing in one book. It's like staying in one city, staying in one environment. You were shielded from the outside world, the real world, unless you leave out or break out of that. Like so, like once again, it's not evil, but you're just not supposed to stay stuck there. Like so. But I definitely learned what evil was when I walked out of church. The truth, like people be talking about demons and stuff. Like, yeah, these demons. No, it's the motherfucking humans that's fucking evil. like that's what that is. If you fucking experience some demon type shit, that motherfucker was probably a human, died, and now his spirit is fucking haunting. Like, so he's coming off as a demon. I can't remember the last time I repented, cause I don't be doing no. I don't. I don't have a reason to repent. Repent to who? Like, once again, like I'm not believing on anything that's on the outside of me. Like so, I believe on what's on the inside of me, what I know to be true. Like so, I don't need to repent because I'm not no bad individual. I don't sin on a daily, like shit. And what is repenting anyways? Say asking God for yourself, like for forgiveness, repent for yourself. I mean, I feel like when I catch myself in the wrong, right, I'll let myself know, like, hey, you was fucking up. Like I forgive myself, like overall, but like, yeah, I forgive myself. I don't ask anything on the outside to forgive me. No, that doesn't happen for me. I don't recall bad memories. Like I've evolved to the level like everything that I've done in the past, bad, good, I've healed from it. Like I've dealt with all my karma in this lifetime. So I stay on the path to where I'm not trying to get no bad karma. I'm not trying to steady like do fucked up shit. No one is gonna come back on me. Like so, if you follow me, like if you check out my podcast, Positive Minds Only, I basically documented my whole journey, like just of me waking up and then just, hey, you hear some shit, you will learn some shit. Shout out to Alicia coming through. Alicia, I made that spiritual bath video, but I didn't even post it. Low key, my bad. But I be on like, I don't know, I be forgetting sometimes. But I think I did tell you the ingredients though, right? But yeah, my beliefs is not the same. Shout out to you, Activated coming through. Thank you for your time. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button though, if you haven't already. Yeah, so I be just forgetting sometimes. But I didn't know if I should add the whole video, like add to the video and stuff. Cause it was only like 1 minute and like some 1 minute and some change, and I had the ingredients out, so I didn't actually make the bath like on the video. I just showed the ingredients, so it's the same as if I was to tell you right now. It's just I don't have the ammonia, the apple cider vinegar, uh, the bleach, lemon juice, sea salt, Florida water. Like I don't have those products in front of me. Like so, but that's the video. So when I do post it, hmm. But people need to wake up. Like, and even if you woke, you need to. It's a new day. You gotta wake up again. Like shit, every day is a new day. Like so, you could have woke up from whatever it is that you initially believed in, like how your life was. You probably had a spiritual awakening or had an epiphany. But there, you can have way more though. Don't ever feel like, oh, I got it. Like, oh, that's it. I don't need to learn nothing else. Nah, like I'm forever on a journey of learning and growing and evolving. Like I would never reach like my destination until I die. Like so, basically. But yeah, I'm on that journey for. It's a lifelong journey. And I try to be, I want to be one of like the wisest men. Like if we gonna go back to the Bible, like in characters, I want to be like King's. Well, not just like him because he had flaws as well, but a character like King Solomon, who was the wisest man in the world. Like I want to be on that level, low key. I mean, not low key. That's a goal of mine, being the wisest man in the world. Like, but in order to get to that level, you have to experience things. You have to learn. Like so, man. Every day I'm learning. Like every day I'm learning. Hold on, y'all. Man, what's some more controversial theories y'all got? Don't I'm the only one over here spilling beans. Like saying things that'll get me canceled. The shit that I talk about will 100%. Like if I was a famous celebrity, I'd have got canceled for. Like people would have treated me like Kanye. Like if I was on like a national scale level. Like so. I feel like if I come out swinging like that and I do get on that national scale level, you ain't gonna be able to cancel me for like how I came into to the party. Like shit, if I showed up like this and I continue to be like this forever, no matter what, no matter what, like shit, I'm just gonna always be 100% my authentic self. Like so, I ain't about to hide for nobody. Then shout out to you, Dose Quiz. But, but the majority of the world is like religious. So if I come out swinging saying fuck, fuck all what you believe in, motherfuckers gonna be like, who's this motherfucker for one? And then like when I said it earlier, I said, hey, this is a controversial theory. What if God is the devil? If I come out saying shit like that, what if God is the devil? People gonna be like, what the fuck? You're challenging my beliefs. Everything that I was taught and raised to believe in, you're going against that. You're calling Lucifer God, basically. Like so. What yeah, but like I said, what if Lucifer was the one on top first, but they came in, God came in his crew, his angels came in and just kicked Lucifer and the other 200 angels down because they won. Like they overthrew him and then they got to tell the story. Like they made whoever they want to look bad and shit. Now the world is in their hand. But that's once again just a story. So I don't. I'm not taking this shit literal at all. You really think I believe a fucking snake fucking was talking and told a woman to eat an apple? You think I fucking believe that? Yeah, I don't. But people do. Like it's a fairy tale like Santa Claus. And I'm like, you still believe that? Like I could see as a kid how you believe the story. Because I used to read these colorful Bible story books that made the shit look cooler. It only told the stories. But as I got older, the shit didn't make sense no more. Like, why I ain't never seen no other fucking talking snake except on Harry Potter? Like, so knowing that, like, the shit ain't adding up, and it's like I said, Earth, everything on Earth repeats itself in cycles. Why don't this shit repeat itself? Man, they say a lot of shit about Lucifer, and it seemed like they was hating on him. Like that's the whole thing. It seemed like they was hating on him, casted him out because he looked the goodest. He was the most handsome. played the best music, probably was taking all the baddest angels up there. Like I said, like he probably was the one in charge, but they overthrew him and then told the story their way. How do I know not know that's the fucking true story? But I don't know. It don't matter though. It really don't fucking matter. Cause whatever I say, like I said, I'm just speaking the truth. And I'm just speaking what's on my mind. So, and I'm not about to apologize for shit. So, there's too many fucking Christian people that I've seen in my lifetime to know like that religion ain't that ain't people that's in that religion that's like they not fucking living up to the fucking Jesus Christ basically. Like these are fucking sinners. Like they old as fuck and like they never changing. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like I see why y'all never changing because y'all never put that book down and go pick up another one. Like you don't know, just stayed on that elementary level. I feel like Christianity is for elementary, and then like when you first wake up, that's like middle school, and then when you get enlightened, like wake up again, like that's high school. But like it's still levels, like so this shit don't fucking stop, low key, until you die, and that's when it's over. Like so. But while I'm on this planet and on this earth, like shit, I'm gonna just do what I came here to do. This is just that. Like speak on shit like that. Like not hide what's my thoughts and feelings just because I don't want a person to uh like leave the video like or leave the live stream or unsubscribe. Fuck all that. If you gonna unsubscribe and leave, then you was supposed to. You ain't supposed to be here. Like so, why care about that? Why care about a view now? Since I'm now that I'm getting views, why should I start caring about this shit? I shouldn't. Like so, yes, it's cool seeing it grow, but at the same time, this ain't end all be all. This ain't what life is about. Getting YouTube views. Like so, knowing that, like YouTube is just a platform where I can utilize and do my gifts on a large scale. Like shit, I'm using for what it's worth. Like, and I encourage people to do the same shit. What gifts do you got that you should be sharing with the world? Folks start spreading their own version of God, but they soothing my mind. Yeah, I don't. Like I said, I believe in a source, like a all like higher power source. Like, but I can't say like I can't go out believing and thinking how like my grandma, my Gigi told me to think and believe, like as far as religion. Cause I'm like, I see what it did for you or what them. Or well, my Gigi, she lived old. Well, I guess she owned her house. So, like, but the way she died, like, I don't want to die like that in those conditions. So, but and it was I ain't gonna say it was blame it on her beliefs because she was born in 1928. So of course, like, they wasn't they have as much access to information like we did. So they were supposed to be go through that phase, go through that lifetime where they had those beliefs, because those beliefs got them through what they went through. I guess I'm not for sure, but still, I feel like my Gigi, she lived the life she did live. I feel like she was I don't know. She had her ups and downs in it, but did she live in her full purpose? I don't know. Like, my grandma's still alive. I know damn well she ain't living in her purpose. Like so, like, and it's based off their beliefs. Like so. But then again, there are successful Christians out there. Facts, Alicia. That the post that I fucking shared today. I'm a, like I said, start saying shit, and I know it. I know fucking that. If Jesus was real, he wouldn't be fucking white. But that picture was the only picture they had. And that was just fucking. I screenshotted the picture, spoke on it. Like, stop telling Jesus to take the wheel. That motherfucker ain't never drove no car. He's facts, Anthony. Like that's 100%. They still got that today. Whether you believe it or not, you don't think they fucking calling up psychics and seeing if they should go to war with people? They do. The government have a whole psychic fucking side you don't even know about. People in the military don't even know about. Exactly. So, me knowing that, Alicia, I understand. Like, I'm not about to be over here saying like, "Hey, this is the right book." Like, nah. I already tapped into ancient Kemet, and I got that information that was here 25,000 years ago. Like, so. But question is, was that tampered with? How do I know that? Like, you don't. Like, that's the whole thing. You gotta go within. Like, fuck it, go within. When I meditate and I'm led to where I'm led, that's how I know what's right. That's how I filter out all the bullshit, because you truly don't know what's real, what's not, until you use your intuition. Like in like what's the other word? I think it starts with a D. Can't think of it. It's on the tip of my tongue. But until you start using your intuition, like, then that's how you know to filter out the bullshit. So, like I said, I meditate and I'm led to what I need to be studying, what I need to be practicing, what I need to be learning. Like, so, I use meditation to fucking come up with live videos. That shit that simple. God forbid. I mean, but if you a real psychic, ain't no wrong. If you wrong, then like it was meant for you to be wrong, like universally, like it's a story in the Bible where God made all the prophets liars. Like he literally made all of them tell a lie. Like, so I can't remember the fucking book or story, but I know it's a story where he made all the people who tell the future and tell the truth, he made them lies for his own personal gain. Like, so. You go to a closet, Food Nobles. You probably ain't gotta go to no cave, but go to your closet, meditate. Shit, the motherfuckers was meditating 40 days and 40 nights. If you willing to do that shit, I'm pretty sure you can find what you need to be learning, or what you need to be tapping into. Like I said, I meditate, and whatever I'm led to, like that's what I study for the most part. But I don't stay there. It's not. I don't become no fucking follower of any fucking religion, whether it's Christianity, Judaism, Buddhism, Kemet, fucking any of that. I'm not gonna follow nothing. Yes, I would learn your information. Yes, I basically steal people's information and like move on. Like the good though, like whatever's benefiting for me, whatever's bullshit, I'm like, hey, that's bullshit. I ain't gonna take that. But whatever works for me, I'm gonna take it. Like, so ain't that what they was doing? What white people be doing? Like they still, well, I ain't gonna say they still do it, but how you think they got all that shit in the museums? All them fucking African, like Egyptian fucking. If you go to the British Museum, they have a bunch of Egyptian tombs, all of that shit. They is it called excavated? Is that the word? Where they go dig up people's graves? But they did a lot of that shit and stole a bunch of shit from Egypt. They even got that shit in the Vatican. Ain't it in the Bible you're not supposed to have no type of entity in God's house? But yet you got all this Egyptian deities and gods in the fucking back, in the back, in the basement. Blacks hate everything about white people except religion. I fuck with white people. Okay, like, cause I've been a white person in my past life. Like I've been white before. Like, so I know it ain't about skin color. It's about certain individuals who get in position and in power and they fucking utilize things to benefit in their way. And the only way you can become one of those persons is if you use your mind to get you there. Like, so. Exactly. White people stole Freemasonry. All right. Yeah, man, it's something about Freemasonry I was listening to today. I was watching the video, but it wasn't based on that, but it was fucking, they was just talking about how everything Freemasonry came from like Egypt, but it's white people who fucking stole it. Like, And then the same white people say, "Hey, y'all believe in this Bible, this Christian. We gonna believe in this African this African ancient Egypt Kemet shit, and we gonna make it seem like this is devil shit, and what y'all worshiping is the good shit." Like, so I'm like, I'm not about to sit here and fucking believe in what y'all telling me to believe in. If y'all studying my ancestor type shit, then I need to be studying that shit. I'm 32 too, so shout out to you, Pooh Nobles. Yeah, look at them keep pushing forward about. Sometimes I believe books are nothing but a collection of words that can. You can? Hey, that's what a book is, low key. I'm not a Mason, but I do got their information. Like literally, I tapped into their information too. I tapped into the Illuminati information too. I tapped into the Skull and Bones information. Tapped into Kemet. I tapped into everybody's shit, but I'm not no follower of it. Like, so, people be asking me, "Am I a Moor?" I'm not a Moor. My name is Kenneth L because my mom named me that, and she was not no fucking. She was not that. I'm like, oh shit, you a 30. Oh, you a 32-degree Mason. You want to know how to become a 33-degree Mason? You already know though. Okay. But this is what I've came across in my journey, right? If you're a 32-degree Mason, they say to get to it's a test they give you a cross to step on. Just a cross of Jesus Christ. If you don't step on it, they'll tell you, hey, you passed the test, you walk out the room, but you'll never go to the next level. If you step on the cross, then you get to go forward because the cross is nothing but a symbolism, and it shouldn't be taken more than that. Like, so most people don't step on a cross because implanted in their DNA, it's still, oh, Jesus Christ, you're not supposed to disrespect the statue. But nah, the people who know to step on a cross. What other topics continued? Facts, Alicia, because I be saying all type of topics, and Sean be talking about half of that shit. We learned about Christopher Columbus in school, like, but they ain't put it in those words and fashion. They definitely didn't say like America was conquered, but we definitely learned about Christopher Columbus. But we knew he was low key. We knew what was going on. You said if they graduated 12th grade, you were 30 degree. Here's some BS. Let's hear that BS Pooh Nobles. Get us back on topic. But I used to want to be in a fucking secret society so bad. Because I felt like they had information and secrets that I didn't have, knowledge. It was never about like fucking selling my soul to like get no riches and fame. I wanted the secrets. Like literally, it ain't even it's about the knowledge, the wisdom. What are y'all hiding from me? Like, what's the fucking real truth? I know y'all got it. Like, so that's why y'all consider the secret society. But when you look at fucking that shit on a entertainment perspective where motherfuckers doing gay shit, all this other fucked up shit to get money and fame, I'm like, that's not what secret societies is about. That's not what the Illuminati is about. Like, that's some, I don't know what the fuck that shit is. Like, exactly. Like, so now I don't fucking need I don't need to join a secret society for the simple fact, like, I already got the information. Like I said, if I know the secret to get to the next level of being a 33-degree Mason, like, what the fuck I need to be there for? Like, that's easy fucking. But anyway, that's why I said, like, yeah, I know it's two different things. Like I said, but I've tapped into both of them. Like, both of them. Come on, like, I'm a low key geek, computer geek. Like, so I've tapped into the dark web, and there's books on the dark web about these what y'all secrets are, and like just with y'all books, and they're on the dark web. And I've been reading like I'm a geek a book geek, computer geek, phone tech geek. Like I probably don't look like it, probably don't talk like it, but that's who I am. Like so, man, the information that I've came across in my life, I'm like, what the fuck I need something else for, or what I need anybody else for. Like I know how to get the money. Like I know how to get what I want. Like so, book can get you through the degrees. Like it ain't even about the books because you can see like the information, all the information I give you ain't from a one book. Like and like so it comes from experience. Like so for the simple fact I've experienced enough in life and then I tap in, like I go within, like so not to say I can't learn nothing from these societies, not to say I can't learn nothing from being in that secret society where I can't benefit from it, but at the same time, like I used that when I was a younger person in my younger ages time, I wanted to be join that because I felt like y'all had information and wisdom that I couldn't get. Definitely don't look like the type. Exactly, like man, you would never guess who I am. Even if I told you like all about me. Well, I could never tell you all about me because so many, it's so much, so much to tell. Well, I'm not low key trying to pass those tests to get in. Like, so I have no, like, I can care less. Like, how to really pass the test, but like, I've tapped into a lot of shit. Books, documentaries, like people, like just the networking part. Like, you know how many, I live in Vegas. You know people out here, like the type of people you would meet, like randomly, like so. You definitely should make a channel. Hey, I encourage people to do that. Like if I'm on here randomly speaking my mind and thoughts, I'm coming from my own perspective and what I went through in life. Y'all got different perspective too. Y'all been through shit I ain't never been through, and I would never experience. So you probably have some shit that I probably can learn from. Like so, I believe you can learn from everybody. Like whether it's bum, stranger, multi-millionaire, like it don't matter. You can learn from everyone. Like you can learn from animals if you look at them long enough. Like so, you learn from your children. Yep, I remember that movie. What's the name of that movie? Is it called Skull and Bones? And they was in college and shit. Hell yeah. What's the other dude actor? The main character in that movie. His face is there, but I don't remember their names like that. But the shit like, yeah, that book, that movie is crazy. That Skull and Bones movie got, I think, like two and three more, like more movies after that too. But they ain't as good as the first one though. And they expose a lot of that shit in movies too. Like it's the secrets be put in front of your face. Like Freemasonry secrets, Illuminati, all of this shit is put in your face when you watch movies, TV shows, depending on the ones you watch. If you watching Love and Hip Hop, you're not gonna learn shit. Ain't shit gonna be in there but some foolery. Like, and that's what you'll become because that's what you're programming your mind basically watching. Like so, like if you watching science fiction movies, shit like that, I'm telling you, they put all of that shit in movies. Look at Black Latinos. You said something powerful right there. Like, Nipsey Hussle's, he used to talk about that too a lot. That's why he actually left. Well, he didn't leave being a Crip, but he denounced the gang banging, like part of it, like, cause he realized what this, what the trap was. Once you figure out it's a trap and like they setting y'all up for failure with all that gang shit, like a lot of people not gonna wake up from it. Then why you think they killed the man? I'm not starting no fucking. I ain't doing it, but like, I'm not. I'm not saying. Hey, it's white people who fuck with me. They fuck with my channel. If they show us a lot of movies, of course. Exactly like so. If you could see the signs, like they're there. If you can see the symbols, they're there. You was in the Navy, I was in the Marines, so I definitely got white Marine brothers. I'm like, so. But you gotta think, it wasn't all white people doing that. It was certain white people who had money or who were in certain positions that was doing that. Like the white people who couldn't afford no slaves, they was damn near slaves themselves too, like low key. Like so, it's like you can't target and say all these white people are guilty. You say guilty by association. It don't work like that, cause that's how you repeat the cycle. Think about it. The way slavery, how we got into this position, anyways. The Moors went to motherfucking Spain, and they was conquering all these European countries. They was enslaving them first. Like so, of course, karma works in its way, in its own time, and that you had to be put on the other foot. So if you go and make it, like flip it back to that, like y'all just gonna repeat the same. You ain't gonna learn. Like, gotta let that shit go. Stupid. Like the reason slavery happened is because we enslaved them first. Like so, a lot of people they don't teach that in schools. Of course they don't. Like, well, if you got the whole picture, you be like, oh, this shit is basically karma. Like what goes around comes around. That's what it is. Like so, until black people get over that shit, yes, it was fucked up. But look at the life you living today. Are you oppressed by anybody? Like, are you oppressed by anybody? No. Like, so it's not even about somebody being your enemy, being on the outside of you, trying to hold you back. They held your ancestors back. Guess what? Everybody deserves what they get in this world. Like, so if I was a man, I'm telling you, my past lives, I've been here 18 times. I've been a king, I've been a slave, I've been a cowboy killer, I've been a musician, I've done it all. Like, so I've played every position. I've been black, white, Chinese, French, Roman. I'm telling you, I've done it all. Like, so there is no point in being racist. There is no point in hating nobody. Like, literally, if you hate an individual, you're hating yourself low key. Telling you, if you hate an individual, you probably hate yourself. If you look in the mirror, it's something about yourself that you don't like, but you don't say it. Like so, once you get the picture and realize, hey, what the fuck I need to be like hating somebody else for, like, or don't like them, unless it's an individual in your life that you probably confronted. Have you ever confronted some white racist people? Poop. Like, have you ever dealt with racism in your life? Because if that's the case, then that's a whole different story. I haven't dealt with racism. Like I probably dealt with it probably twice in my life, and it was not no. It wasn't even outright racism. I just was like, hey, it's some racist shit. Like, so I could have pulled the racist card like low key, but at the same time, like overall, I'm embraced by like white people. Like I don't know, I got weird. I ain't gonna call it a weird relationship. It's cool. But people want to take off on exactly. You've been here for a fucking long ass time. Oh, so you dealt with racism in the Navy. I dealt with one case that I felt like I said racism in the Marines, but it wasn't like no outright. It was a drunk white dude, and like he was talking shit while I was at the ATM, like low key, like so. Like this, you could tell he was racist because first of all, if you wasn't drunk, you wouldn't even been like that. And he was around a bunch of other white dudes who made him feel comfortable to be his drunk self. Like so, I'm like, I dealt with that, but like they didn't call me no. I ain't ever been called a nigger. Lieutenant called me a nigger. Damn, did you get kicked out? What happened after that? Damn, 90 days in a brig. What happened to the lieutenant? You got anger issues like a motherfucker. Damn. I was on the USS Nassau for 7 months on my first deployment in 2010 with the Navy. Like we was out in sea for like a total of like 6 months straight before we like hit a port. Damn. It's definitely like some black people that's way worse racist than white people. Like I said. Well, like Anthony said. But fuck. Man, like I said, you definitely need to start a fucking YouTube channel. That story alone could go viral for you. Like throwing a fucking lieutenant off a ship. I know how big a Navy ship is. Like, huh, mama? Come here. I mean, like, if you ain't, like, it ain't kill you, hey, you live to tell the story, hell yeah, because that's a movie right there. Like, well, that's a movie scene. Like, come on, you can turn that shit, the story into a movie or a book, anything. Like, YouTube channel. Come on, man. Utilize your gifts. Monetize your story. Like, anybody can do that shit. Like, but to have, like, the guts to throw, man, he had to have a lot of guts to call you a nigger. Like, so. Lieutenant flying off the ship. Man, I'm just thinking of like Jazzy Jeff getting threw out the house on the Fresh Prince, like low key, like come on, man, that's crazy. Like so, just to know, like you gotta be like on a guy, like some type of guide, like some type of high level being on this bitch, like to like not being like have life for some shit like that. Like goddamn, only 90 days in the brig though. That's fucking crazy. That lieutenant would never forget that. Would never in his life forget that. Man, 632. God, yeah. He had a lot of. But if you've been in the military, you know how cocky fucking lieutenants and like motherfucking officers are. Yeah, brig is the military prison. Like, so, I ain't ever been there, thank God, but I never heard about that shit. But I ain't gonna say it's like prison, because I ain't ever been to prison either. But I know, like, that's where they hold the people. But that shit is crazy. You a legend. Like, I bet you talked about every day, people talk about that story. Goddamn, but if you've been in the military, you know that officers are fucking like they abuse their authority. Like so, that ain't nothing new. Damn, he lost all that. But damn, yeah, he went from a. But I bet he learned his lesson not to call other people niggers. Like so. Yeah. It is what it is. Yeah, we all gotta learn lessons in life. Like so, how fucking bad that lesson was. I can't call any lesson bad, but how bad that situation is like just how important the lesson you need to learn. You need to learn to control yourself. Like, he'll be telling his grandkids about like that time. I bet you he was never like racist again at that point. After that, 100% sure. Like he was never racist again. Like, cause if you didn't learn your lesson off that shit, like, oh come on, you might next time it could end your life. Cause that right there could have been like, well, you gotta know how to swim in the Navy, but still, you tossed off the side of that shit, like just the fucking shock would fucking, I don't know, I probably would drown off the shock. Still fucked up that I got tossed. I wouldn't even been thinking about trying to swim to save my life. Oh yeah, that shit fucked up too. No. See, it's good that you was able to evolve to that level to where now you can live in that you could live in that environment and not have those issues. But just imagine if you was that age and living in a whole white environment. Just imagine the problems you would have had. Like, not to say your energy was giving off that, but at the same time, if you were experiencing those things, like, yeah, I don't know. I'm only 5'7", like, so. If a dude tried you 6'3", 260, come on, 268, and he tried you, like, I don't know what type of energy was you putting out. Like, like I've never been called that shit in my life. But I don't know. I always had like a Napoleon complex too. Like, see, like we all been in the military. Like, but in the Marines, I don't think I ever seen no racist shit like that. Like, cause the black dudes that were in my fucking platoon, it was a gunnery sergeant. Who was his name? Gunny Taylor. Super buff black dude who has the tiniest voice. Like it's super hilarious when he like and he's super hilarious. He on my Facebook today, but like he's a legend just like off the type of individual he was. Then we had a guy named who passed away, rest in peace, Sergeant Davis. Like Davis was an infantry guy. I say he was probably like 6'4", 6'6". I'm 5'7", so he tall. Like so, but I know he was 6 something, but just cocky and like just built like so. It wasn't no white people being racist because if we heard about some racist shit going on, like all you need is 2 or 3 black dudes that's gonna show up and it's gonna be a problem. Nobody want these problems. Captains, lieutenants, nobody want a problem with this sergeant. And it was like fucking E7 or E4, no E5 because Sergeant Davis he was E5, Gunny Taylor was an E7. And then you like had other like just giants, like giants. Like we had a sergeant major who was black and was like giving niggas like giving it cool as hell. But you don't wanna play around. Like so we didn't deal with no racism. Like so be careful, you gonna toss us shoes and roof. Hey, that's why I see how Pooh, if he wanna start a revolution, he definitely could. Like motherfuckers would definitely follow you. I'm out to the flying up. Man, like this is definitely a story I'm gonna remember. Like, goddamn, I never imagined. Like, I could have never imagined that. Like, I could have never told that story. I could have never through. I could have never created that scenario up, even if I wanted to, because like it didn't happen. Like I would have. That shit didn't happen. I couldn't. But like I said, we all got a story to tell. Like we all been through certain shit that people are like, what the fuck? You went through that? Oh hell no, that's crazy. It doesn't stop. Oh, so this was years. Oh, that's why you only got fucking 90 days in a brig. If you did that around Desert Storm, goddamn, that's what the 90s, the early 90s, late 80s time you joined. Like so, like I don't know how they was doing. I joined the Marines in 2008, so it was a way different time. Like, and definitely wasn't people calling people niggers. Cause yeah, that's still kind of around. Like I ain't gonna say there was more racist in the 80s because I was born in 1990, so I don't know who the fuck is what. Like, but yeah, like shit. To know you made it through that and survived to do it, like yeah, of course, you should tell your story. You got a YouTube channel already. If you're commenting on my channel, you got a YouTube. All you gotta do is press the create button. Whether you're on your phone, computer, if you can see that create button, you can tap it and go live. Like literally, you don't gotta change your name or nothing. I'm only 32, so yeah, you got way more experience in life, and you got way more stories to tell. Like so, you definitely could start a channel, 43 or not. People are willing to listen. So you joined. I was 6 years old. 6 years old. I think I was in probably like first grade. Yeah, so definitely wasn't even thinking about the military back then. But man, to know like I joined 12 years later though. Well, not 12, because I joined. Yeah, is that 12 years? Yeah, that is 12 years later. It's crazy. Shout out to B Dog coming through. Talking about racism now. Dang, Alicia, you joined in I was 10 years old when you joined the military? You joined right before fucking 9/11. So how did that happen? Like, I know you experienced some deployments because we was in war. Like, we were literally in the war around time started around 2003, right? Well, I know that like they was sending people over there to 46 countries. And I only been to like I think like 5 or 6 countries. Damn, 46, that's a lot. Oh, so you hooped in the military too? Or like did you hoop after you got out? Like see, I 5'7", I love basketball, can play basketball, but not not good enough to play in the NBA or anywhere. And that like I never had hoop dreams. Like I said, I would play when I got home from school. We would hoop, but like I never wanted to. Once I got kicked, I didn't even join a team in elementary. But once I got like sent, I went to tryouts. Didn't make the team. The coach said, "See you next year at tryouts," and I'm like, "Man, I'm going to the 6th grade. You ain't gonna see me again." Like so, that was the last time I tried out. Never tried to be a basketball player again. Deployed my whole time. I was basically deployed my whole time in too, but I only did 4 years. Like so, and 2 deployments. But the time you include training and shit like that, and then boot camp, all of that, I was never home. That was all set up. But yeah, that was definitely set up. Man, that's what's up. Did you ever try to join the go to the NBA? Like, or did you like, or you just went to the military and said fuck it? I went straight out of high school. Like I ain't had no other option but to just go to the military. So I knew I wasn't going to college because I'm like, man, I just graduated. Fuck all of that shit. Like hell no. I'm tired of the school shit. Like so, the military was the only like I'm from Gary, Indiana. Like so, I'm trying to get out the hood. Like, and that was the only way out. Shit, I ain't had no money like to go. I ain't had no family members who I was trying to go live with. Yeah. B dog, you ain't know I've been to the military. Come on, man. Definitely Marine. My older brother went to the Navy. My little brother went to the Air Force. I went to the Marines. So you would have thought I should have went to the Navy or the Air Force, but I went to the Marines. Gary Payton was there. Oh shit, I fuck with Gary Payton too. What's his Glenn Robinson, who's from Gary, he was drafted by the Bucks. I think 2000. Was it 2000? Yeah, I think so. Not for sure. I ain't really into basketball like that today. Like that. I be trying to accomplish my dreams and shit. So, like I said, everybody has a story. We all experience some shit. You should be on YouTube telling your shit, telling your side. Who's Williams? Williams. Can't think of fucking. I can't think about it. Who's Williams? What's his first name? I got a friend, James Zion Curry. He was drafted by the Bulls in like 2007. So I got some NBA ties, like, but I'm like, he don't cling on to that shit, and I don't either. I did one tour in Iraq, and I did that one with the Navy. Like so, we was on a ship in the middle of the water. Yes, my son is 13 and he's 5'9". Oh yeah, I know Jay Williams is. His career didn't last that long, but I know he is. Station. Where's that at? CVN 75. But yeah, my son taller than me. He only 13. Before he turned 13, he was taller than me. So he in elementary school, right? He was on the basketball team, but he didn't hoop, or he wanted to quit the team off the strength he wasn't a starter. But that was before he had his growth spurt, but he still ain't had a growth spurt, but still, my son can hoop. Like I have videos on my YouTube channel of him hooping, but that was in the YMCA league. So when he goes to school, it's a whole different ball game. Like so. Like he wasn't like the star on his team, so he was like, "Man, fuck that shit. I don't want to play basketball here." Like so, he kind of got discouraged. But in his middle school, like they ain't had no team anyway. So, but yeah, if you was over there and like, yeah, you was really over there when people was dying. Like you was when that murder shit was happening when it was on the news 24/7. Yeah, I used to watch those videos at home around 2003, the war on Iraq, war in Afghanistan. I used to watch that on the news every day, and I'm like, what they really showing it? Like they really at war. Like this is crazy. Like not knowing like I would join the military and shit and go to like Afghanistan myself. But I ain't even, I wasn't there like shit in the fucking y'all time or Alicia's time. That's I can only imagine. Oh shit! What type of ship is that? Cause I was on the Nassau. That was a fucking aircraft carrier. So that was one of the big ones. Using the army, I couldn't do like deployments for a year. Army was on that like man, they'd be gone for a whole year. Like fuck all that shit. Just give me my say. Joining the military was low key like doing time. Like literally, it was like doing time. Brandon, you went to the military for a year. I mean, you was deployed for a year in the Marines. That's not normal. When did you go? When did you join the Marines? I on a destroyer? Cause I know when we was on the Nassau, I had to get on like another different. I got on the Mesa Verde. I can't remember what type of ship that was, but it was definitely a smaller ship. I'm talking about what year? You talking about right after high school? What year did you go on? Like, but then of course, the Nassau. That one got decommissioned as soon as I got off deployment. So it definitely had broke the record of being out in the middle of the ocean while I was on that deployment. So that was in 2010. But I got to in that deployment I got to see nothing but water. Like so but I got to experience Italy, Jordan, Egypt, got to swim in the Red Sea. The ship went to Seychelles, but it didn't dock. It just was in the middle of the water, but people was able to go to the island. Like so, you said you graduated in 2008, so '09. I graduated in 2008, and I went in '08, but I didn't. Which boot camp did you go to, Brandon? Because now you talking about you went in when I went in. Nah, so it's a LHD. It's you said LHD, not a carrier. It is an aircraft carrier. Like that motherfucker was carrying jets. So well it's a LHD 4 or what? Like, I can't remember the whole name. I just know that mother was the USS Nassau and it was carrying jets. So now I was on that motherfucker for 7 months, from January 2010 to motherfucking came back in August 2010. You a universal dude. Yeah, I've been around. Like I've been to Camp Pendleton too, but that's not the boot camp. Boy, San Diego was the boot camp. I was expecting you to say either San Diego or fucking what's the one in South Carolina called? Paris Island. I was expecting you to say one of those two. For you to say Pendleton, yeah, we went to we went to Pendleton in boot camp, but that wasn't like the total destination. You said just a bit smaller. Like, so was the ship bigger than the Nassau? I haven't like when I fucking went to we went to New York for Fleet Week. I can't remember I was on the Wasp. I can't remember what kind of fucking carrier that was. Oh, carrier jets. No, some of them like is too small to like carry a jet. Like I'm talking about like jets on the top of that mug and on the inside of it. Like so. I just know that mug was big for what I was on. Like shit, come on, January 2010, I was only 19. I didn't even turn 20 yet. Like, so I was on a ship, like, experiencing some shit coming from Gary, Indiana. Like, what the fuck? This is crazy. Like, so. But, what you got on your face, mama? Why you so shiny? Hmm? Cheek? Mm-hmm. Neck? Leg? Here you go. Thank you. So, it's not trust. The experience changed you. Man, like the military changed me. I'll say it showed me more of the world, basically. Yeah, like it showed me more of like just the world overall, like just outside the country. Like so, I got to experience living, or I won't say living, but being on the top of a mountain in Jordan, with experiencing a sandstorm. You can't do shit about it. Whether you got on fucking shades or anything like that, shit is terrible. Like I said, experiencing swimming in the Red Sea. Like I've experienced some shit like come on, like I used to be a Christian, so reading stories about Moses splitting that, like it made me think like that kind of opened my mind more. Like, damn, how you split this motherfucker? Cause this is deep. Like this shit is not like no fucking beach that you go to. Like this shit is like crazy. So, I mean, it just made me think outside of the box. Like when I was able to go back home, I was able to tell people like stuff like shit. Y'all probably had never seen your fucking life. Like so. But now that I got my platform, more people been to the military, so y'all have experienced certain things that I didn't experience in the military. Cause we going at different times, like '96, 2000, like me 2008, like so. Those is whole different like things is going on in those eras and times. So I wanted to stay in. I don't know why my baby's saying. But I wanted to stay in, but it was meant for me to get out, low key. Like, it was just meant for me to get out. Like, everything happened for a reason. But if I could have did 20 years, I would have did it. Those times. You said it wasn't still, it was still, it was, I said when Alicia went in, like, I can't say the Desert Storm because I don't know. Like, I know it was bad, but I don't know how bad. I know when the war or Iraq started, that shit was broadcasted on the news where I was at an age to like actually see what the fuck was going on. Like so, war in fucking '96. Like even if it was on the news, I wasn't old enough to like register what was going on. These houses, I thought it was on too. Yeah, kids be doing the most. Man, it's times when I was in Afghanistan, like shit. Some days, like shit, you don't know what the fuck happened. Like so, it's like, man, glad I made it through. Like, cause if I had stayed in longer, ain't no telling if I had seen the whole 20 years. Like so, like I said, I feel like the military, joining the military was like going to prison low key in boot camp. Like so, all right, shout out to you, Pooh Nobles coming through. I feel like it was like being in prison, like you was doing time. Like that's the only thing you. Shit crazy, but I got paid more than the average prison. But I was given my clothes, shoes, where to live, all of that shit was given to me. Like so, my beliefs was given to me. I was told when to go to sleep, when to wake up, when to eat. Like so, I mean, I feel like I was doing time at certain parts of my life, but hey, I made it through that shit though. I mean, like frontline as far as being in Afghanistan, being on base, and like having to guard the base for some shit to pop off. Like that's frontline as it get. Like so, but like I said, certain individuals were in positions where like they was like shit in other motherfuckers like communities and like shit. I wasn't never in nobody's community like patrolling, nothing like that though. But I experience what other people experience. Like I said, share your experience. Like, yeah, it's cool to tell your story on the comment section, but it'd be way cooler if you had like your YouTube and you was telling your story. 'Cause then, like, you can go into more detail. Like, I can only experience like when the lieutenant called, who knows a nigger and he tossed them off the ship. Like, I can only experience it so much, but for him, I would want him to go into detail on like just how it even led up to that whole point. Like so, I be telling people, man, you can monetize your story easy, easy. So you just gotta be comfortable with who you are and like shit. Not give a fuck if somebody gonna come in trolling and talking shit. Like, fuck all that. Like shit. If you got something to say and something that's on your mind, you better say that shit. Like, cause everybody ain't gonna agree with what you think or what you say or what you believe. Like we live in a world where we all got different, come from different environments. So everybody is not gonna agree with you like 100% of the time. And if they do, then something's wrong. Like, yeah, I'm working on that. I gotta wait till like June 10th. I think, yeah. So, oh, you talking to Mr. Evers? But even if you like not trying to monetize your channel or not though, like you should still be able, like you should still want to create your like a YouTube channel or a podcast so you can document your life. Like be your own documentary so you can go back and like see how far you came. Like I feel like most people are scared to do things like that because they ain't got nothing going on in their life. Like so they don't want to keep documenting it like just their everyday life and nothing is changing. So who wants to see that? But man, if you start recording videos or just talking about who you are, you gonna be able to experience more things just by like the people you come across by sharing your story. You said, have I told my story? I've been telling my story for since 2018. Like so, have I told it in like just one sitting? Yeah, it's on my podcast though. I don't think I just told my life story on YouTube though. Like I don't know if y'all want to hear that shit. Like, look, oh, you talking to Mr. Evers? Mr. Evers ain't even responding. You asked like the question, and he haven't even responded to the first one. Like so, yeah, I be needing people to talk to me, but at the same time, he talking to you, Mr. Evers. He asked, "Was you trying to get your channel monetized?" Oh, so you're not trying to get no YouTube channel? You like you ain't trying to get no extra check. But like I said, yeah, you should want to like document your life because you want to be able to show it to your children, show your like not just your kids but your grandkids. Like you gonna pass on, and only thing you gonna have left is fucking Facebook memories. Like, is that what you want to be known from? Once a year you pop up, or when you people took pictures of you, then they got that to show. But man, fuck that shit. Like you gotta document this shit. Write a book or something. If you want to create a channel for entertainment, do that. Cause you gonna still be able to document your growth through it. Like so, no matter what. Like so, do something like that's gonna make sure you put your footprints on earth in the sand by the time you leave. Like leave something for somebody else. Like so. If you ain't going through life like soaking up knowledge, like and just becoming this wise person, but you're not sharing it, or you're not like, yeah, you're not giving it to the world, like that's being selfish, low key. So, it's definitely good to have memories and shared experiences. Even though I rarely go back to my old videos, cause I got like, I don't know, over 200 some videos, like personal videos. So when I do go back, it be years, and I'm like, man, it should feel like yesterday when I posted it. Every damn near every time I watch one of my old videos, I can put myself back there. Like, so it's like, it's good to be able to, like I said, document your life. Like, so. And you can monetize it. You can get paid off of it if you want to. You don't got to. Like, you can just post shit for you, for your own personal benefit. You can post videos on YouTube and post them private, so the world can't see it. If you that embarrassed, if you don't feel comfortable enough letting the world see who you are, you can still post videos and make them private. Like, so you can always go back to them instead of holding your storage on your phone and losing up space on that motherfucker. Like I said, just start just making videos for yourself. See how they make the water come in. You see how they make the water. I don't know what you're talking about, Anthony, on that part. I haven't been paying attention to that, whatever, about the water. Yeah, you can keep all your videos private. You ain't gotta make them all public. And you can change the videos that's public to private. Yeah, just make your shit personal. You don't feel comfortable with showing it to the world, just record your videos for you. For your documenting sake. And you ain't, like I said, you ain't gotta worry about space being took up. That shit gonna be there forever. Oh yeah, for sure. See how they make water come in and take over. But the world would do that on its own though as well. Like Katrina, like even though that could have been like a man-made thing, because I'm not saying it's not, but it could naturally happen where floods come in and take over everything. Like, so that's just a natural part of being on Earth. Volcanoes, hurricanes, twisters, tornadoes, whatever the fuck you want to call it. All of this shit will wipe everybody the fuck out. Like shit. And they say people can control Earth or whatever you want. I don't know if you believe it. I mean, not Earth, but control the weather. Harpo, y'all believe in that shit? Like, I believe they've created something that can make it rain when they want to. Like, so. But can they control, like, just weather in itself? Like the Earth's weather? Nah, I don't think they can control that shit. Motherfuckers can't stop a comet from like destroying this bitch, then motherfuckers is useless. Like low key. Like that's what we need to be fucking trying to like make sure don't fucking blow this bitch up. Exactly. Like shit, motherfuckers shouldn't even want to fuck with no volcano shit. But I used to always just want to move to Hawaii, low key. Like knowing there's hella volcanoes around, but I don't know. I just always felt drawn to Hawaii. And if I had stayed in the military, I probably would have went to Hawaii. But I didn't. Still plan on going, but I just been like wasting a lot of time. Hawaii is closer as it's ever been, and I still ain't been. Like, it's literally one flight. Probably like I'll say 8 hours. Well, it ain't that long. It should be 8 hours. Going from apartment to a home, like that's always gonna be a big thing. But to know like I manifested this, like it took forever. It took too long to get here, low key. But you can't really compare shit low key like that. Yeah, definitely I enjoyed my new home. I ain't gonna call them volcanic people, but it is people that live in mountains and shit, and tribes and shit like that. I always wanted to visit Brazil's rainforest and shit like that too, like low key. I've always been attracted to like natural tropical vibes. But now I'm in Vegas, one of the driest places you can get on this motherfucking planet. It barely rained. It rained during the winter time. It rained the most, like low key. But when I be wanting it to rain, I don't think it rained not one time this spring so far. So yeah, I be liking my rain. Yeah, we should all be outside enjoying nature and shit. Most people just stay in the house. I stay in the house a lot too, no lie, so I can't really complain. But yeah, most people just stay in the house not doing nothing, not getting no type of nutrients that they need. Yeah, that's fucked up. But that comes with evolution as well, right? And think about this, like if shit didn't happen the way it is, like people never got wiped out, we had to evolve to where we are now. Like, or what they would have had to stay the shit the same, kept it traditional as it was. Like, if fucking them white people never came fucking with America, would America had it been this great? I would have probably never been here. Like, so, do I want to be in Africa? Fuck, I mean, it's some areas, yeah, I'd rather like own some land and shit because it's beautiful. But overall, America low key is the place to be. Like, I mean, you can. I mean, shit's cool here, low key. Have the same traditions, but they traditions ain't something like I just want to be like. I had a conversation with a friend today, like just about like having universal beliefs compared to like just having like native tradition beliefs. Like, which one would you rather have? Like your culture's own beliefs or a universal belief? Like I say, I tap into all type of religions to see what they teaching and take what I need to take, or should I stick to my own people's tradition of what they knowledge, what they was teaching? Like for me, it makes more sense to like see what other people teaching as well. As long as we don't mess with the tree. Yeah. It's still people out there that got their fucking traditions, like still natives out there that got their land that hasn't been tampered with. But like I said, would you want to live there? If you tap in with yourself, you can know the truth as well. Like so, the ancestors are within you as well. Your DNA comes from their DNA. Like it's the same DNA. It's not fully it, but your ancestors are a part of you. So, like I said, the information that they got or that they learned that they tap into, it's in your DNA. Just gotta meditate and figure out how to bring that shit out, low key. Man, I don't got my blood splitter. Anyways, if you haven't liked this live, I really appreciate it if you did. Closer to their spiritual self than most now. Yeah, of course they was because they ain't have phones and shit like that. Like propaganda fucking goddamn. I don't care. And propaganda making them believe a certain thing. So yeah, they could be definitely way closer to their spiritual self. But what if you get closer with your spiritual self through the bullshit like I did? Like, so would you rather have that or like be able to evolve to your most spiritual self and still be able to thrive in a like environment like Las Vegas or the United States? Like, cause it's still possible. It's not like it's impossible. Once you move away from Africa, you're not tapped into your fucking roots. Like, nah, that's still, man. My DNA got fucking 10% white people in it, like European, fucking Irish, all of that other shit. Like 1% Native American is in me, literally 1%. Like, so I'm not too attached to none of this shit, honestly, or no person or no culture. For what? Like, shit. That's like if I was to be racist towards white people, it was like hating that inside myself, low key. Like so, can't hate nobody. Can't hate nobody. My house house got quiet as hell once they went upstairs. Should've never came down here. But the journey I'm on, I'm appreciative of it. I don't want to be like stuck in Africa. Like I don't want to be stuck, or what I see comes from Africa. Cause whole time it's only what I know of Africa has been given to me from someone else's opinion or someone else's lens. I haven't truly experienced the whole of Africa myself. Like so I can't say they're like this or like that. But overall, like I said, where I am today, like I wouldn't change it for the world. I wouldn't trade it for the world. Like Vegas is the spot you wanna be. Spiritual or not. You wanna be in Vegas. This is the place. Like so. Mhm. I'm good on all that tradition shit. But sometimes tradition is needed, low key. I ain't gonna just sit here and say like fuck tradition or anything, but at the same time, you could still have that as your core, but at the you have fun. Like there's more parts of you as well. Like it ain't just that. I ain't trying to. I ain't never wanna fucking. Even when I woke up, I never wanted to wear like those African clothing and shit, those one pieces and shit. I never thought that shit was cool. Like so, I mean, tradition is cool to like to what part, to what sense? Cause is you trying? Was we talking about dressing like them, eating like them? They food don't seem interesting enough to me. Even though the food we eat out here ain't such as healthy and shit for us, but like I said, the opinion I have on Africa is been given to me by someone through someone else's lenses, so can't truly say it's one way or how it is. I think that's what tradition is about, like beliefs and like clothing and like family, shit like that. So you could do that anywhere, like you said. I'm not, I'm not 100% sure I would like their food. Can't I don't not give a fuck how bad this food is out here. I don't know if I would like fucking Africa's fucking food. Like so, ain't no telling what it'll do to my stomach. Let's be just keep it 100. My cousin definitely want to move to Africa. I like I said, I want to own some land out there, but to live like forever, like never leave Africa, nah, I'm good. It just seems like America's for the cool kids. Oh, dancing in a circle. Man, you think would you want to low key? Would you want to live that life every day? Living around butt naked in your community, and the women low key don't look as good as like the women in America. Like I don't see no African. I mean, I have seen some. Let me not lie. I have seen some African baddies. Like, but at the same time, you said heck no. I would want that shit either. I ain't trying to experience that shit either. But I'm glad. I'm happy where I'm at. And if it took some fucking white fucking racists to make this shit happen, had the fucking guts to make this shit happen, by all means, fucking kudos to them. Not to say good thing that they wiped out other people, but we gonna die in eventually. Like we all gonna die. Like we all gonna fucking die. Like so, how you die? Like it ain't just subject to you fucking living an old life and dying of old age. Motherfuckers die from sickness, murder, all this other coonery, fuck shit. Like so, if it took what they did hundreds of years ago or thousands of years ago to it to become what it is today, like who am I to fucking like say, hey, fuck these people for doing that? Y'all wrong. But you over here fucking driving the cars, living on the land, you fucking like owning, well, you probably don't own your house, but like literally, yeah, living on the land, driving a car, like all this shit came from somebody else's shit. Well, you said came over here, took somebody else's land. But y'all wasn't complaining, like I said, when the Moors went to Spain and started conquering they shit. What you think that story about fucking St. Patrick, like killing the snakes? Who you think those snakes was? Hmm? It was the Moors. They had dreads. Like so, like, it's crazy, right? Once you start learning and tapping into like the information that's out there. But once again, I wouldn't want to fucking be in Africa in no fucking knapsack, fucking dancing around no fucking fire. It gets cold at night. I don't care if it's Africa or not. Like I know it gets cold. Like so, I'd rather be where I'm at. Not to say I wouldn't ever live out there for some time and experience it, but like forever, I'm good. I'm good. Like so, I ain't saying like other people like shouldn't move out there. Like nah, you should. We should all go experience something different. But to say like fuck America, I'm going back to the motherland. Like nah, I already visited over there. I've been to Jordan. That's in like damn Africa, like in that area. Like so, that's like they was living in fucking huts and clay fucking houses. They didn't have the cars we got. They didn't have AC. The women had to cover their face. Like so, it's not a place I would want to live. Even if Jordan or this Red Sea is so beautiful and gorgeous and the shit was amazing. It looked amazing. The site is amazing. I wouldn't want to live there. Like so, but that wasn't like just a whole like that wasn't the whole continent. Like I said, it's different areas, different spots, and different places. But the spot I was in, what I experienced, yeah, it's cool to just visit but not stay. Like any class, religion is cool to visit but not stay. How many Apollos America has? Is Apollos? Is we talking about the fucking spacecraft? Apollo 13 type shit like that? I don't know. My dog name is Apollo. I mean, if they got Apollo 13, Apollo, all these other, they had to start at one, right? So they had to be probably like failed missions, like to where like it got up to that number. So they didn't probably document it because of its failure. Who wants to document failure? But they go to what the fucking NASA and the government like has done, tried, like what they know, like unless you in the shit, unless you in those fucking rooms. And how do you get in those rooms? That's the crazy part about it. How do you get in those rooms where they got all the knowledge and the secrets? You go to college? What course do you take in college? I mean, whatever though, like whatever. Well, I guess if you were to go like mentioning Armstrong being an astronaut, like I guess you would get some type of secrets, right? But would you? It's still people in positions that's holding information from like certain individuals. Like there's levels to everything. Levels to NASA. The astronauts don't get all the information, and even if they do, like they can't say nothing. Like they can't. I don't know. How do you get it for yourself? How do you get it for yourself? Exactly, like motherfuckers is truly a guinea. Like, do you low key want to be a guinea pig? I mean, like, do I low key want to be an astronaut? Low key. No one like man built this shit. Like, shit can blow up. Motherfuckers, astronauts is low key motherfuckers is who's brave enough to go out in space. Like, I need to get into the rooms where they got this information. Where the secrets is like not secrets. Everything is like it's cool to know. Question is, would I be able to tell y'all and expose it to y'all. Probably not though. But what would be the fun in that? Like knowing the shit and not telling somebody. Like, but I did that in my past life, my last one. Like I had a lot of information, but I didn't give it to niggas. And that's why I'm here today because I fucked up at that part. So I gotta tell y'all. So I guess they be watching me. Somebody be watching me like, yeah, we can't let this motherfucker get in this room. He can tell everything. Like so. But I know how to hold secrets though. Sometimes, most of the time, I forget the shit. Unless it's like super like makes me remember that shit, like or super impactful. If you tell me something, I'll probably forget that shit. It'll be deep lost in my subconscious mind. Then remember that shit probably like 30 years later, 20 years later. That's what I not to tell you. Yeah, like if I sign an oath, like knowing like, hey, we'll let you know all this shit, but you can't say nothing. Man, could I do it? Probably, low key. I probably could like keep it quiet. Cause if some things ain't meant to know, like if you're not meant to know it because it could be detrimental to like human or society, like then that's different. Like, but if you don't want the world to know because you want to be in a position where you get to hold this information like at a level and like people stay stuck, like that's different. But I mean, I don't know. Shit, it made me take. I had to take an oath for the military, right? We had to do that, all that. We all have to do that shit. But I be fucking talking about that shit too. But I don't think I took an oath for secrecy. But it's the reason why I never got that top secret clearance level. I had a secret one, but I ain't get the top secret one. Man, to know that today though, I learned like a lieutenant got threw off the fucking side of the ship. That shit is funny as hell. Like that's a impactful story. Like that. Still be thinking about that shit later. Crazy. But I ain't gonna stay on here all night though. For sure, I've been on here like over 2 hours. So, but it's only 8:47, so it's still early. It's crazy. If I get one more like in the next minute, I'll stay on longer. But if not, like I'm gonna end this live. So I get that light, man. You see. But it's crazy. Shit, it's crazy. Can't believe nothing on nobody. You don't know if the information is fabricated, plagiarized. I mean, if the information is plagiarized though, is that bad though? Like if somebody just copying the information and giving it to somebody else. But no, here's the thing where it comes. If you're acting like the shit is yours, like literally, if you acting like what you wrote is yours, like then that's wrong. But if you're giving information, like and just resharing information, then that's not truly plagiarizing. But if everything you posting, you acting like you posting, if you're not never saying nothing organic or never nothing producing nothing organic, like then that's where the problem come in. You laughing for exactly like, come on, man, that shit is fucking crazy. Damn, he must have said nigga hard as fuck, low key. He had to say that shit hard as fuck. Nigger. This is 1996 too. Well, he didn't say what year technically, but this happened in the 90s. Damn. Some people just grew up racist. So literally, some people just grew up racist. But like I said, I bet he learned that lesson, never to call nobody else that word again. And if he did it, damn, like he's probably not alive today, like low key. But yeah, those fucking officers had a lot of fucking guts. Low key. Motherfuckers had a lot of guts to fucking to say that to a motherfucking 6'3", 268 pound black man, oh yeah, you taking that fucking rank rate way too serious now. Yeah, but yeah, I ain't getting no likes within that minute, so about to peace out. See y'all guys later.